Hi guys, good evening everyone. Guys, able to
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah, able to hear.
Thank you. So let's get started, guys. So guys, whoever provided their email IDs through that form which I have shared yesterday in the group, so we have provided access to everyone. Okay. So if anyone still missing access, just let us know. I'm sharing my screen. I'll show you uh, where our content will be placed on post completion of everyday session. Guys, I have shared my screen. Hope you people able to see my screen. Okay, guys. So whatever link that I have given in our group. Okay, so through that you have entered all your data, and from there I have captured all your email IDs, and I have added all your email IDs on top of this particular Google Drive folder. So where every one of you having access, okay, you can access any content. See here, SQL training is already completed. Here we are having slides which we have prepared during our discussions, SQL training. So you can go through all these slides, and going forward as per the batch timings that you have preferred in the form, going forward we are going to plan a separate SQL session in the morning time, so that parallelly you will be able to complete Power BI in the evening, and morning you will be completing SQL. So collectively with the SQL and Power BI knowledge, you will be having a good demand in the market. Okay, so this is about SQL training folder, and we have created a new folder with the name Power BI training under this data analytics main folder. We are having Power BI training folder here. So inside this folder on daily basis we will be placing our content. So inside Day1, so from today's session onwards we will be having recording sessions available, so that we will be updating that recording session video link here, and also whatever the content, if any content that we have discussed or prepared during the session, that content will be placed here. And if we use any resources like any Excel file to create a Power BI report, that Excel file related content will also be updated inside the particular day related folder, so that you can go to that particular day at any point of time, and you can go through that video using the link, and you can use that Excel resource, and you can complete the exercise that we have shown in the session. Okay, so this way you have to access this shared folder. Clear, guys, everyone?
Yeah, Suman.
Thank you.
Clear.
Thank you. So guys, today agenda I'm going to present here. So going forward, apart from Google Drive, we'll be having our own dedicated website within Bharati. So it is under construction right now. Okay. So we are planning to give every individual of you a login, so that you can log in and check in all the content, all the training related content. So for that we did like SQL, Python, data analytics related, Power BI, SSIS, MSBI, anything. So whatever trainings that we organized from our end, that particular trainings related content will be placed over there, and you people will be given login. I mean, people who are regularly attending our sessions and who are interested in cracking an interview. So for them, we are going to provide that particular login. Okay, uh, give me a moment. Other team members are joining. Yeah, good, yes. So today we are going to discuss about Power BI introduction, guys. After that, I'll be sharing this URL with you, so that you people can parallelly in the session, you people can download the Power BI software onto your machines, and you can install. Later, I'll explain about what is Power BI architecture and the component Power BI desktop, and after that, what is a visual, and we will go for creating a sample report, so that without knowing everything, you will be able to understand. You will get some feel like okay, you're able to create a report in the first session itself. So post that we will discuss everything in detail. Okay, good, guys. So as I have explained yesterday, we will be having different live transaction system. Like we have quoted example of Amazon, right, where people used to record their transactions. Like if they purchase any item through that Amazon portal, either by using Amazon mobile app or website through the laptop, through the desktop. So that particular thing, transaction will be recorded in the Amazon server. Okay, so which is called live data. We used to call that one as live data. And as soon as the live data entered into the system, that particular data will be pushed to analytical system, which is a different database again, a different database server. And from that database, users like business analysts or management, business people will be pulling reports and seeing the data. So when pulling that reports, we have to pull and give them report like in the visualization format. Visualization in the sense, I'll show you some sample data. So here it is raw and tabular format data, which is row and columns. So which is having lesser readability. Readability in the sense, once you go through all the rows, then only you will understand what kind of data it is. But if you visualize your data using your plain data, so it is your plain data, tabular form rows and column format data. Using this data, if you visualize, visualization in the sense representing this data in the graphical format, either through a bar graph or using a pie chart, anything, representing your plain data into a graphical format, so that business people can understand information bit easily when compared to this plain data. In general, we used to call that one as an insight. Let's suppose this is a plain data, guys. So we are able to pull this information from that Amazon server. And if I go and create a graph here using this data in Excel itself. So if I create a graph, then it is a visualization on top of your data. It is a visualization. It's a graphical representation of your plain data. Okay. So this graph, whatever graph that we have created on top of this table data, it is called as a visual. It is called as a visual, guys. VISUAL. Now you people, visual nothing but graphical representation of your business data. Graphical representation of business data is called as visual, guys. Okay. Give a moment, other team members are joining. So guys, I request everyone to join by 5 by 6 p.m. at least. By 6 p.m. I request everyone to be there in the meeting, so that we can focus on completely on the discussing content instead of allowing everyone. Okay. Thank you. So guys, able to understand the difference between visual and able to understand difference between plain data and the visual, guys.
Yes, Suman.
So it's a plain data, and on using this data, we have inserted a graph in the Excel. So this graph representing this data, but it is a visual format, it is a plain format. So remember, visuals always gives you more visibility, more insights. Insight nothing but a meaningful information that we draw from our data, guys. A meaningful information. Let's see, if you look at this data table data, what we understand, it this table containing 25 rows of data. Okay, what it is containing, every single row, order number, date, product, type, and total amount. So if you go through some 3 to 4 entries, you will be able to understand this data is talking about date-wise sales of a garment shop. Date-wise sales of a garment shop. Guys, clear? This data is talking about date-wise sales of a garment shop, where on 13th date a jeans, which is a jeans product, which is comes under category of type men, which is of this particular value is sold. Like that, on 13th March few sale entries, on 14th March few entries, and 15th March few entries we are having. So once you go through the data, then only you'll be able to understand. But a visual will give you a clear picture, like in a single chart you will be able to understand what is happening, what is this particular chart is talking about. Okay. So now if I say an insight is nothing but a meaningful information, guys. Insight, meaningful information from our data. Meaningful information from our data. Remember these 2 points. Meaningful information from our data. Okay. So guys, clear? Now this is this is what I'm calling as data. And if I ask you give me some insights about this data, what you'll do, guys? What will you do? So I'll give you one insight saying, okay, I'll do sum of all the entries, sum of all sale entries by writing a formula, and I'll tell this is one insight saying total sale value is 16,477 rupees. This is one insight. This is my data. On top of this data, this is one insight. Guys, following me? What you There is a clear line between data and insight. This is data, and whatever decision, whatever information that we collect on top of the data is called insight. What is our data, guys? Here our data is sale information, or whereas your insight is what is the total sale. And another insight, total number of orders. How many orders are there, guys, in my data?
25.
25. Perfect. 25. This is one more insight. This is one insight. And what is your total sale?
1.
16,477 rupees. 16,477 rupees. This is also one of the insight. Okay. Try to understand clearly, guys. So data is sales information. Here our data is nothing but sales information. And inside nothing but the information that we drawn from the data. So from this data, I'm able to calculate what is total sales. This is one insight. Total sales is one insight, and total number of orders is one more insight. Okay. So guys, business people do not understand or do not value the data if it is like this. What he knows, like on 13th March, if a single jeans product got sold, he's not interested in this. He'll be interested in the data as a whole thing. Then only they'll be able to understand how their business is performing, and they'll be able to conclude or draw some decision making statements on top of your data or business. Okay, clear, guys? Here data is your sales information, whereas your insight is this one: total sales, total number of orders. And if you are able to provide information like what is date wise sales or product wise sales, that is also one kind of insight. Date wise sales, product wise sales. So how to know date wise sales, guys? So my data is in ascending order. If you look at data, order number and date are date columns data ordered in ascending order. 13th March related orders are placed this way. After that, all 14th related orders. After that, all 15th related orders. So if I sum up total amount sell value for 13th March, then that will be my 13th March day wise data. What is that sum, guys? 2646. And related to 14th March, if I sum up all the cells which are related to 14th March, what is the amount, guys? 11,236 rupees here. And 15th March sales is 2,595 rupees. This is my date wise sales. And if I go with product wise sales, what I have to do? I have to simply apply filter on my data. So I hope everyone is aware of filters concept in Excel, guys. It's a basic thing. So I'm going to type column here. I'll be seeing all unique values from the entire column type, and I'll select only men. So it will filter out all the data which is related to men, and I'll sum up all the total amounts, and it will say 8,091 rupees is my men category sales. And if I go and select women category women, because all these products are related to women category, and a total amount is 4,991 rupees. And if I go and filter my data based on kids type, and I'll be seeing total amounts, all the rows, all the sale entries which are of type kids are filtered. And if I sum up all the cells of total amount column, then what is the sum, guys? Guys, what is the
double
number?
three 3395.
3395. Perfect. Thanks. Okay. This way you can work with the data, you can play with your data, and you can understand different insights from your data. Guys, clear? What is data? It is simple information. Simple information, that's all. Various insight is meaningful information from the actual data. Clear, guys?
Clear. Yeah, clear.
What
Clear.
is a visual? Visual is a graphical representation of your business data. It is my business data. My business is garment shop, and it is talking about the sales information of my shop. Clear, guys? A visual is nothing but a graphical representation of your business data. Remember this. Okay. What are the key things that we have discussed today? Visual, data, insight. Remember these things, guys. Okay. Good. I'm removing all these things. Even I'm removing this. So your plain data is not directly talking about your insights here. You have to go apply and filter and sum up things and write a formula. Then only your plain data is telling you insights. So here role of Power BI is very important. When you load this kind of business data into Power BI, and Power BI allows you to create different insights using different visuals. Okay, I'll show you how to do that today, but before that we will discuss about installation part. So guys, I'm pinging our pinging download link here. So I think majority of you already installed, but whoever not installed the Power BI, so please install it now. I'll show you how to install. Installation steps I'll show you, because this is a fresh mission which is not containing Power BI. So I'm going through this link, guys. Whatever link I have given there. So as soon as this page loads, then you'll be seeing Microsoft Power BI desktop this side, guys. So if you're on a Windows machine, you can use this download option directly. But instead, I'll suggest go with advanced download options. I click on advanced downloads option. It will take me to the page where I can download that particular exe. Let's suppose our missions are different like 64-bit mission, 32-bit mission, right? So here it will tell the details and requirement details, system requirement, minimum requirements, everything will be explained here. And I'm choosing this download option. So here there are two installers given. So one is 64-bit one and this is 32-bit one. So majority of our systems are 64. So based on your mission type, you choose this respective installer. I'm selecting 64-bit one because my mission is 64-bit one. I'm clicking on next. So guys, whoever not installed earlier, please do this installation along with me. Okay. So I'm downloading. So as soon as you download, you'll be able to see the particular exe file in your downloads folder. So guys, meantime, I'll update these definitions which we have written here in our meeting chat, or otherwise I'll take a separate notepad plus note. Tell me guys, what is data?
Raw data which we get from our sales.
Not only sales, which talks about some business related operations. Okay. Information about business or entity. Whereas insight, what is an insight guys?
Meaningful information
Meaningful
from the data.
information
Meaningful information of the data.
drawn from the data. So it is like a simple sale information, daily sale information, and it is like total orders, sales, like this. Whereas visual nothing but a graphical representation
Graph
of,
representation.
not only graph, it can be a column bar chart or pie chart like this. Okay, now check downloads. It's almost done. So guys, I recommend everyone do the installation along with me if you haven't installed it earlier. Yeah, it is done. So this is installer guys, Power BI desktop setup 64-bit. I'm right clicking it and I'm clicking on run as administrator. So it is asking for permission. I'm allowing as my OS is Windows 11. So it takes some time to check all the permissions available for the installation. Okay. So as soon as it gets completed, we have to simply follow all the on-screen instructions, guys. Whenever I say on-screen instructions, if your installer window popped up a small screen and asked you for do next, then simply perform next operations. That's all. Those are called on-screen instructions. Okay, so I have clicked on run as administrator and the pop-up not yet came. As soon as that comes, then we will start installing that. Meantime, I'll explain you the Power BI architecture, guys. So as I explained yesterday, we will be having different businesses operating on different technologies, and they are maintaining their data in different data sources. Like database, regular database is one of the source, and few business maintain their business data in Excel files. Okay, so either in the file format or either in the on-premise database. On-premise database nothing but which is locally available. When I say cloud database, which is available on the cloud. Okay, so we'll be having different data sources. One second, got hanged. Data sources. So a data source can be Excel file, guys, or a Google sheet where you contain your simple data in rows and columns format, or a database nothing but a MS SQL, Oracle, Postgre. Okay, etc. So like this, we are having different data sources, guys. So our data, we are having our data in these formats, in these sources. Okay, so this data source will be imported into your Power BI desktop. We are having a component called Power BI desktop, guys. Power BI desktop. So which we are installing right now on every individual missions. Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop is a software that every Power BI developer installs on their local machine. Okay, yes, I got this pop-up. I'm clicking on next and I'm leaving it. So Power BI desktop, which every developer installs on their local machine, guys. Okay, every developer installs this software on the local machines. Okay, so uh, we will connect our data sources or import, connect or import. with Power BI desktop, and we will create reports here, guys. Business reports using visuals available with Power BI. What are visuals, guys? What is a visual, guys? What is a visual?
Graphical
Graph, sir.
representation.
Graphical representation. Yeah, graphical representation of our data is nothing but a visual. So here we will connect our data sources to Power BI desktop, and here we will create reports using visuals. After that, what happens, as soon as you develop a Power BI report, that will be available with you only on your local mission. So let's suppose we are a team of 40 members. If I develop a Power BI report using my Power BI desktop on my local mission, see here I'm clicking on it, on my local mission, then that report will be available with me on my mission only. So that is not shared with my team members, right? And your team members will not be having access to that particular report until and unless you share that particular report with your team members by some medium, through some medium. True or not, guys? If you develop a report locally using Power BI desktop software that is installed in our mission, so you'll be having access to that particular report, only you only having access to that particular report, right? But if other team members needed that particular report, then you have to share that report which you have developed on your mission through some medium. That medium is Power BI service, guys. Power BI service. That medium is nothing but Power BI service. Which is called Power BI service. What everyone will do. So Power BI service is cloud service, guys, which is a SaaS software which operates on SaaS model. It's a cloud service, which is not an installable one, it is a cloud service available on the cloud, which operates on SaaS model. What is SaaS, guys? Software
Software as service.
as a service. It operates on SaaS model. Okay. So you publish your report to Power BI service. I'll tell you when we reach the particular stage. I'll tell you how to do that. So we develop reports using Power BI desktop and then publish it to Power BI service. And here all other end users, business analysts, business people, business management, everyone connect to this particular Power BI service, and it contains all published reports. It contains all published reports and dashboards, and your people, business people, business analysts or management, users, everyone will be accessing these reports which are available on Power BI service. Okay, guys? For now, you understand this way. We are having data in Excel file, and we are importing that data into Power BI desktop. From Power BI desktop, once report is created, we will be publishing to Power BI service. So all other business analyst, management user, other users, and your colleagues also will be able to connect to this Power BI service where through some login, guys. It contains some login. We have to log in and publish to Power BI service. Login and publish. Here what is login and view? We have to log in and see the data or reports here. Guys, clear? This is common medium for everyone.
Yes, clear.
Yeah, this is common medium for everyone, guys. This is architecture. So business analyst will connect to Power BI service either directly from a browser, from a mission, or we are having Power BI mobile software, which is a simple app, guys. Android app or iPhone app. iOS app. Okay, so using that app also, people will be able to connect and see this data. Power BI mobile. Which is called Power BI mobile. Guys, clear with this architecture, guys? Clear with the
Yeah,
architecture
clear.
part? Okay. It's very simple architecture, a clearly understandable one. Okay. So I'll save this slide, guys, for you people. So meantime, it is installing, guys. I just followed on-screen instructions. It is still installing. Okay. So how many components we have, guys, here?
4 components.
Yeah. So the first component is like our data source anyway, which is not a Power BI related thing. And other three components are Power BI ones, so Power BI desktop, Power BI service, and Power BI mobile. Okay. Remember this. Okay. And here we are going to work on this Power BI desktop initially, guys. And after that, as soon as we are done with our learning with Power BI desktop, with the understanding all different visuals and importing different kind of different sources of data and modeling that data and creating reports using different visuals. After learning all these things, we will move to Power BI service discussions. Okay, which anyway takes a few weeks away from now. Okay, so we will initially focus on this Power BI desktop part, and this data source part is anything, guys. Data source, you pull out data from any database in an Excel file, that's fine for Power BI desktop. Simply give me the data in an Excel file, fine. I can read the data and I can give you the visuals like whatever way that you need. So Power BI is capable of that. It can work with simple sources like Excel file from to the complex sources like RSS feeds from the websites. Okay, so installation is still in progress. Guys, it is taking some time on my mission, but for you, it can be completed quickly on your missions. Yeah, it is done. So here I'm allowing this checkbox as selected. Launch Microsoft Power BI Desktop. I'm allowing that option. I have clicked on finish. So as soon as I click on finish, it will try to open the Power BI Desktop software homepage here. So I'm closing this window. I'm moving on to my data. I'm clearing all these statements here. So these guys, these insights are manually formulated by me here. The total sales and total number of orders and date wise sales. I have added a filter and I'm filtering the data. Product wise sales, everything are formatted by me here. Okay, so that's why I'm removing everything. I'm putting simple plain business information. So what kind of business information this is, guys? Tell me by looking at this. What kind of business information that we are working now? With what kind of business information we are working?
Sales report.
Sales information of which business? It's a garment shop, let's suppose. Sales information of a garment shop. Okay. So guys, this is Power BI icon. As soon as that loads, you will see a window like this. It's still loading. Time I'll open. So guys, whoever joined late, I'm just explaining the structure of our drive, how to see the data, try how to view the training content. So I have given access to everyone who filled the form. So I have taken all the email IDs and updated them on top of this folder. I have given permission. So this data analytics B1 folder contains two folders right now. SQL training is one thing and Power BI training one. So SQL training, which we have already completed, guys. So we are not having recorded videos for SQL training, but we are having all the slides that we have prepared in during each session. So you can open this folder and access every slide and go through them. And Power BI training session is the one which we are working right now. So this is SQL training related slides. And inside Power BI training, whatever content that we discuss and record starting from today's session, everything will be placed, organized in on a daily basis, like day 1, day 2, day 3. And inside day 1, we will be having, so whatever Excel file that we have used so far, let's suppose architecture we have discussed. So all this information, one second, I'm saving this. So I'm simply selecting this, I'm dragging. Yeah, so as software opening is parallelly running. Yeah. So yes, I'll upload it later. So now whatever screen that we are seeing after installation, this is called Power BI canvas window, guys. Welcome page. This is our welcome page. This way our Power BI screen looks. Guys, able to see my screen? Guys, I'm audible?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So this is my Power BI home screen, guys. So it contains a canvas area. It contains a welcome page like this. So which gives more popular data sources information to connect with in the home page. Like Excel is one popular data source, SQL Server is one more popular data source. A blank table, that is, it is allow you to create a blank table here directly in the Power BI itself. Okay, so this is your home page, guys. So if you want to create a Power BI report here, we will use visuals. I told you a visual is a graphical representation. So whatever visuals that comes with the default Power BI installations will be listed here or listed here under visualization section at the right side. All visuals, bar chart, pie chart, donut chart, table, pivot table. Okay, this way we are having different visuals which came with Power BI installation. So visualization section contain all the visuals. We'll discuss about filter section at the end, and we are having a data section at the right side. So we are going to discuss about the data section in next couple of minutes. Okay, so now this is my canvas area. I'm choosing Excel workbook option from this particular area, or choosing Excel workbook option from the home page, it also fine. And even if sorry, if you go with the menu option, that's also fine, but majority times we choose this option, get the data through Excel workbook. So get data is a item, a feature which is available with Power BI, which allows you select a specific source, and by choosing that particular specific source, you have to select that particular resource also. So if I click on get data, I'm choosing these, I'm able to see these many options: Excel workbook, Power BI data sets, data flows, data service, database, SQL server, text CSV, like this. So what I'll say, I'll select Excel workbook. See guys, I'm choosing Excel workbook. So before choosing Excel workbook, what I'll say, left side, this is report view, guys. When I click on this report view, this particular right section is my canvas area. Canvas area nothing but where you draw something. So here what I'll draw, I'll draw visuals on top of my data which I'll import in Power BI. So the second option left side is data view. So if you import any data, any Excel file, or if you connect any database, that particular data will be visible here under data view section. And this is your model view. Model view nothing but whatever data you import, if the data containing multiple entities, that particular relations will be maintained here, that you will come to know slowly. So I'm going back to report view again. Here I'm choosing get data option, guys. I'm choosing Excel workbook. have an eye here on the right side data section, guys. So in the Excel workbook, what I choose here, I'll choose Power BI Day1. Inside Day1, I'm having a file with the sale information with the name garment shop. I'm choosing that file. I have used get data option, and I have browsed my garment shop sale information related file location, and I have clicked on OK. So what it's saying, guys, see here, please wait while we establish connection with your file. I mean, from Power BI, a connection will be established. See here, what is your file name, guys? Here, what is your Excel file name? Come on, guys, respond to the things.
Garment shop.
Garment shop dot XLSX. Whereas if we see here, what's saying? Garment shop dot XLSX, because we have chosen that. And next, inside that garment shop XLSX, what is the sheet name we are having?
Sheet
Sheet
1.
one.
Sheet 1. See here, in Power BI also, it is showing inside this file, we are having sheet 1. So I'll just select sheet 1 here. This is navigator window, guys, which shows all your connected data. I mean, whatever file that you choose, that particular file related sheet information, it will show here. See, guys, as soon as I select my sheet here in the navigator window, I'm able to see all the data which is available on my file. How many records I'm having here, including header?
26.
26, perfect. And how many column data I'm having here?
5.
5 column.
5 columns,
5
right?
column. 5 columns.
See here, 26 records including header are loaded here, and all 5 columns data is available. But whereas after column 5, there are some null columns because we have added some random text during our discussion. That was a problem. So I'll do cancellation. I'll cancel that import of that particular Excel data into Power BI. I'll remove all those columns, empty columns. I'll clear content and I'll try to delete them. And even here also, for a couple of columns, if I remove here, I'm saving this again and I'm trying to import. Now this time I'll choose directly import data from Excel. Let's see what is the difference. No difference. It simply opens a browse window where you can browse your Excel file. I have selected garment shop file and I have clicked on open, and here again showing my file name and under that my sheet name. I'm selecting my sheet name. After selecting sheet name, this time I'm seeing 26 rows including header, but only 5 columns data. See, no horizontal scroll bar came here. Okay, so load and transform data options are not enabled here in the navigator window because you haven't checked your sheet here. I'm checking my sheet here, tick mark, then enabled. If you are having any changes or any data to be modified in the imported file, then you have to choose transform data, which will open one more Excel kind of window. There you can modify data and save. So that saved data will be there with the Power BI. And if you do not want to modify anything, then you can simply choose load option. Anyway, we'll discuss transform data option many times. I'm going to discuss this one many times as our course progresses. Okay. Now I'm clicking on load data. It will simply load your data. Once you choose load option, it will simply load this data to your Power BI desktop. See here, it will show a pop-up saying load operation is in progress, loading sheet 1 data and creating connection in model. What does it mean? Creating connection in model? I'll show you what does it mean. It seems it got completed. See guys, on the left side, report view. After that, data view we are having. So I'm clicking on data view. So earlier my data view was having empty data. Now my data view is loaded with which data? Whatever file I have imported into my Power BI. I'm closing this file here. It is no more needed for me because I have imported my garment shop related sale information into Power BI. As soon as I import that data, I'll be able to see the particular data loaded under data view of your Power BI desktop. Guys, clear so far?
Yeah, clear, Sumant.
Thank you. So I'm coming back to report view where I am having a canvas sheet. I can build or draw visuals here, and I'm going to model view. See here, what is showing? It is showing sheet 1. Under sheet 1, what all are the columns that were available? Those columns were listed, and based on the type of the data, order number was a numeric one. That's why it is showing this sum symbol. Product was a descriptive, which is a character string. So no sum symbol shown here. But again, total amount is a number. That's why I'm seeing some symbol here. And type is a descriptive text like menswear, womenswear, or kidswear, like that. And whereas sale date is a date data type. That's why I'm seeing calendar here. So this is metadata, guys. We can say metadata. Metadata nothing but data about the data. What kind of data this is? This is talking about attributes of our data. Attributes of our data. Our data containing date information, that is one attribute. A data containing order number, that is one attribute. A data containing product name, that is one more attribute. A data containing total amount, that is one more attribute. A data containing type, that is also one more attribute. So this model window will create all the attributes that we have imported from your sheet. Clear, guys? Everyone
Yes,
clear?
Clear.
clear, Sumant.
Okay. Now go to the data section, rightmost part. See here. Earlier it was empty. Now, after import operation is completed, it is populated with a name called sheet 1. If I drill down this, I'll be able to see all the column names which are there in my imported file. And to the next of these column names, separate operators are shown qualifying this data is a numeric one. These two, order number and date total amount, are numeric ones, and whereas date is a date kind of data, and rest of are character data. Clear, guys? What happens as soon as we load our Excel file into Power BI? One second, guys. As soon as we import our Excel file into Power BI, how many things are affected, guys? How many things are affected? Data section populated with attributes of your data, column names, and your data view loaded with the data, and your model view is loaded with the attributes of your data. Okay. So let's suppose I'm having a file in my computer like d colon Power BI slash garment shop Excel SX. This is my file name. Let's suppose if I import this file, to Power BI, I'll import this file to Power BI desktop. Then what happens, guys? Respective operations are data's view will be loaded with the imported file data. After that, after that, model view will be loaded with attributes of data, and data section will be loaded with data view is different, guys. Data section is different, guys. Remember this. Loaded with all the column
Column headers.
Yeah, names of the data. So these three things will happen, guys. When you when you import your data, these three things will happen. Okay, we have will have this kind of relation formed here. Clear, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we are seeing all the columns under data section, and we are seeing all the data under data view, and we are seeing attributes information under model view. So these names you have to be habituated, guys. Model view, data view, report view, and visualization section, data section, and filter section, or visualizations pane, data pane, filters pane, we used to call. So now, guys, we are done. I mean, we are good to start creating a first report, first Power BI report. What operations we have completed? Importing data is done. Importing Excel data into Power BI is completed. So good. Now, what was the insights that we have seen, guys, earlier? What all are the insights that we have seen?
Excel.
Total amount was one insight, and total number of orders was another insight, right? And after that, date wise sales information and product type wise sale information. Four insights we'll try to understand through Power BI report. So let's see how easy it is or how difficult it is. So I'll go to create a visual in your Power BI report. You just click on a visual. So if you focus on that particular visual, you will get the name of the visual. What is the name, guys? It is getting highlighted. If I focus here, what is the name? It is getting highlighted. What name is getting highlighted? Stacked column chart, it's saying. So I'll click on that. As soon as click on that, I'll have that particular chart added here. So this way we have to add visual. I have deleted that, and I'll go to this visual, guys. Card visual. I'll select card visual. Now a card visual added to my canvas pane of Power BI desktop. So to this card visual, I want to bind values from these columns which are available under data section. So here I want to show total number of orders, guys. So I'll select this particular visual on the canvas window, and then I'll go here to the data section. I'll select order number column, and see, guys, as soon as I select order number column, what it's saying, guys? What is saying?
325.
325. What is the description?
Sum of order number.
Sum of order numbers. What it tried, as it is a number, automatically it is internally doing this aggregation operation and maintaining the sum of that particular column. So if I select all the column values, see, 325 is the sum, which is irrelevant, which is not a meaningful information for us. It is simple order number. So what I'll do, I'll select this visual. As I have selected this column, on top of this visual settings, see here, if I select the visual, you will be able to see the visual settings here. I'm going to this visual setting, this arrow bar. What I'll say, instead of sum, show me the count. Count is a meaningful thing, right? Number of orders. For number of orders, count is the meaningful thing. As soon as I select count, what is from 325 it got updated to which value, guys?
25.
And what is the description?
Count of order number.
So here I can update that description. I'll just double click here. I'll say number of orders. I'll hit enter. That's all. Number of orders is 25. This is one card visual. I'm saying card visual. And I'll create one more card visual. I'll simply go to the visualization pane. I'll select card visual, one more card added. So now what I'll do to do this card, I'll select total amount. I have selected the new card visual on the canvas pane, and in the at the right side section under data section, I'm selecting total amount. As soon as I select total amount column, what it's showing, guys? It's saying 16k. Sum of total amount is 16k. So let's see. 16,477 was your total amount. Now what it's saying? 16K, sum of total amount. So instead of sum of total amount, I'll change this label to total sales. So what is 16K, guys? 16K nothing but 16,000.
16,000.
And you can format this data also, guys. If you do not if you don't require like 16K, you can select, and every visual, it is a card visual, every visual will have formatting options. Format your visual, where you can apply any kind of styling like text thing, text styling, background color, text color, sizes, everything. Okay, so I'm going to this value, this I have selected this visual. I'm going to format visual option. Under this format visual option, I'm going to call out value, because this is a value getting displayed on the visual, right? So I'm going to display units. I'm putting thousands as a default one. Any change, guys? No change. So I'll say none. If no unit I select, if I say none, what it's saying? Whatever absolute value that I have total value 16477, that is getting displayed here. Clear, guys? And if
Yes,
you
clear,
want to
sir.
show any decimal point, you can add decimal points here, 1 or 2 like this, 2 decimal points like this. Okay, I have added 2 card visuals. So guys, what these card visuals telling me? These card visuals telling me about insights about the data which I have imported. True or not, guys? Insights about
Yes.
the data. What it's saying? Total sales. Total sales is this much. Total orders you have you made total orders of 25, and this made you 16,477 total sales. Now, what was one more insight that we have seen, guys? Date wise sales and type wise sales. Now, so I'll insert a stacked column chart visual. I have selected this visual, and to this visual, every visual will have some properties, guys. To those properties we have to assign value. Card visual having field property. To that field property we have mapped our column. That's all. That particular column related data shown on that card visual. Similar way, your graph visual will also have few properties. Now what I'll say, I'll select that visual on the canvas pane, and I'll simply select total amount on the right side. See, guys, it is showing only one single bar. If I focus on that single bar, what is the tooltip text showing, guys? What is
Sum of
tooltip?
total amount.
Sum of
Sum
total
of
amount
total
is
amount. 16,000.
16,477. So now what I want to see? I want to see this total amount on the basis of date. Okay. Now I'll select the same visual and I'll also select date here. See what happens if I select date. Date contains different values like year, quarter, month, day, but I'll go with only date, guys. Only day. See now, I'm maximizing this. 13th March, what is the value, guys?
2646.
1 second. I can select month also here. I'll select month. What's saying is March 13th, what is the value? 2,646. And on 14th March, 11,236. And on 15th March, 2,595 rupees. That's all. This is one kind of insight. What it's saying? What is the visual name, guys? Sum of total amount by month and day. It is automatically given by Power BI. It is automatically given by Power BI, this name. So on the left side, on the left side axis, total amount, and the x-axis, date information we have added. It is giving this value. So I can format this visual data again. I can select visual. I can go to format option here on the bar related things, columns. These are called as columns, right? I'll go here. I can format the coloring. Instead of blue, I can select any other pink color, and I can apply. Or the data labels. What I'll do, I'll on data labels. As soon as I on data labels, by default these are off. I have on, see here on the bar you are not seeing any value until unless you focus on that. I'll enable, I'll just turn them off on. So I'm seeing value on top of each bar instead of focusing. So again, I can go to that data labels. I can change the units also. I can go to values. I can change the display units to none. So instead of K, you can see actual value. Okay, guys. So these formatting options we'll discuss in detail, but I wanted to show you how intelligent Power BI is to give insights quickly. Clear, guys? Now, what is this? You can change this visual name as well. I'll select this visual. What I'll say, I'll go to general, I'll go to title, I'll change this text like sales by date or date by sales. Okay, guys, and here you can also that formatting we'll discuss later. Clear, guys, so far?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Suman.
Yeah, okay. So now I'm inserting one more bar chart. Okay, here for this what I'll do, I wanted to see one more insight like product type, product which is like menswear, women's wear, kids wear. So every product is having one type. If it is a jeans, it's menswear. If it is kurta, then it is women. And if it is kids like hat, kids related item. Like this we have categorized. So now I want to see which particular kind of which particular type of garments made me the business. So I'll choose pie chart here. In the pie chart, what I'll do, I'll simply select total amount. So total 16,477 rupees will be occupied in that entire pie chart, and I have to ask this amount 16,477 needs to be breaked based on type. I'm selecting type. See here, guys, what's the portion it is showing? Blue color is men's, thick blue is women, and orange color is kids. Okay, I'll select this visual. I'll go to formatting options. I'll go to data labels, and I'll choose option like inside. See, each portion value it is showing. So, and what I'll say, date value, it is showing 3,000, 8,000, 5,000. The portion of sales, blue is nothing but men's. Men is having 8,000 sales from the total 16,477. And thick blue is women sales like 5,000, and kids related sales 3,000. Clear, guys? All four insights are created here within the time of like 10 to 15 minutes, and these are permanent. And you can publish this report to Power BI service, and other users can log in and see this report. Clear, guys? Here I haven't
Yeah.
saved my Power BI report yet. Just I have created. I'm saving it now. I'm doing
One
Control
second,
S.
one second, Suman. Like,
Yes.
see, if at all I want to change the color of this each particular means content. Let's say I want orange to be given to men. So can we do that here?
Yeah. So you can select that particular pie chart visual. Go to
Yeah,
formatting options. Under formatting options, you'll have labels. So for each label,
mhm,
you can decide your own colors. There are lot
correct.
many tons of options available here.
Yeah,
Where
actually, it's a
you want,
generic report Power BI gave us, right? So if at all any user wants a change in certain requirements, so I was just about to ask that actually.
yeah, allowed.
Yeah.
It is
Yes.
allowed. Your own color
Okay.
you can give. So lot many options are there. You have to select the visual and go to
Mhm.
the formatting option. You can do any styling related operation here. There are lot many operations available, visual related and general related. Okay.
Okay. Good. Cool. Cool. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So now I'm saving my Power BI report. I'm simply giving garment shop. That's all. I'm not giving that extension. So it will be saved with PBIX format, Power BI report. That's all. At any point, you can close this one now, and at any point of time, you can open and work. That's all. And one more cool feature is, say, let's suppose I am having 25 orders now. By any in a, if my files gets updated, see here, I am adding two more entries at the end. Two more orders, like total 27 orders are there. Okay, I'm saving this file. So now it is showing 25, right? If I refresh my data here, if I refresh my data of this particular visual here, sorry guys, then it is already maintaining a connection with your Excel file, because using Excel file we have imported our data, right? So we'll be having a connection to our imported Excel file from this Power BI report. From this Power BI report, I think you can see that thing under. One second. Yeah, recent sources here. We'll be seeing whatever sources that we have updated here. So if you close and open this file, you'll be able to see the updated data loaded into Power BI, or you can use refresh option here. You're seeing refresh option, right guys? So earlier we have loaded only 25 orders using file. If I and my file updated with 2 more orders here, and I'm refreshing that. As soon as I refresh, see here guys what happens. Number of orders. It is performing refresh operation. All visuals are updated. My order count changed to 27. Order value changed. Everything changed. Clear guys?
Yes, Umar.
Okay. So I just wanted to show you how a Power BI report can be generated simply with the sample data. Okay. But we will go in detail guys going forward. Today what we have discussed, what is simple data and what is an insight, how to import your data into Power BI. Before that we have discussed about Power BI architecture, this one, and how we have imported our data into Power BI desktop, and we were able to create a sample Power BI report using the garment shops data. This is a insightful report which containing 4 insights on top of your data. Clear guys?
Clear.
Okay.
Clear.
So guys, you will be having you'll get this video in a while in our Google sheet, sorry, in our Google Drive. So people who haven't given your email IDs, you please fill that form. I'll ping that particular link here one more time. Okay. So provide